Hey, what's going on with shipping? Sal Mercogliano here at the VMA. No, not the Video Music Awards. I was asked to speak at the VMA. I thought I'd get a chance to meet Taylor Swift. That's not what happened. Instead, I'm at the Virginia Maritime Association in beautiful Norfolk, Virginia. It's been great. This is a yearly event, 3-day event, 2 days of sessions. Had kind of the introduction yesterday. I gave a talk this morning. I was supposed to interview Commissioner Rebecca Dye of the Federal Maritime Commission, but because of the shutdown, she wasn't here. So instead, I gave a talk on U.S. maritime strategy. I want to talk about 3 things that I've noticed so far being here at the VMA that is being discussed. So one of the big things here is port fees and tariffs. Obviously, port fees and tariffs are on everybody's minds. You have on October 14th, the U.S. Trade Representative Section 301 port fees went into effect. Now, those port fees are supposed to go into a reservoir, a corpus of money that would be used for shipbuilding. The problem is the SHIPS Act isn't passed yet. So that money is just being collected. On the flip side, you have China issuing retaliatory port fees that are now being leveled. So we just had a Matson ship, Matson Waikiki, pull into China, and it got hit with over a $1 million port fee. We're also seeing China leveling sanctions against subsidiaries of Hanwha. Hanwha is the company that bought Philly Shipyard and is discussing shipbuilding in the United States. We've also seen China target U.S. owned and U.S. firms firms that have U.S. American citizens on their board. So we're seeing that happen. Some shipping companies are readjusting their schedules prior to October 14th. We know a lot of shipping firms move Chinese-built ships off of the route coming to the United States because of the USTR port fees, but now we're seeing the same thing happen. Maersk and Hapag, for example, just diverted 2 ships that were going into China and moved them because of their connection and potential port fees. The other issue going on right now has to do with the International Maritime Organization and their net zero greenhouse gas emission initiative. So net zero is the objective of the IMO to get global shipping down to 0 carbon emissions. Now, right now, the goal is to get down 40% by 2040 based on 2008 numbers. Now, I should note that emissions are up since 2008. A lot of that has to do with diversions around Africa, longer sailing routes, but also the delays in introducing new propulsion and new fuels. Now, the U.S. has come out against that, and there are more countries aligning with it. It's creating a split right now in the IMO about this initiative. Now, I think it's a little late to be doing this because the IMO has been adamant about this, but more importantly, shipping companies have already leveraged new vessels. I mean, if you look at shipping companies, CMA CGM is heavily into methanol and LNG. Same thing with Maersk, with MSC. All the major shipping firms are investing heavily in these dual fuels. However, I do think there's a moment here for the United States to leverage their position to talk about realistic goals set by the IMO. It's 2025. If you build a ship right now, that ship's going to be around for 25 years. That means you're going to take it right to 2045, 2050. If you build a ship right now, can you achieve 40% carbon reduction by 2040? Probably not. And what you're talking about then is building a ship with a very finite lifespan that's going to have to be scrapped. There needs to be a grandfather clause. There needs to be some adaptation here. And again, the U.S. could be the leader of this. I think the U.S. is in a driving seat to be able to do this along with other countries. Plus, the shipping firms would buy into this very quickly. Again, I am all for reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. But again, you're trying to make the largest objects ever created by humans carbon neutral, and we haven't been able to do that with cars, trucks, planes, or trains. So we need to be realistic in our goals. There was a Wall Street Journal op-ed today going against this. We just saw Governor DeSantis from Florida coming out about this. This is an issue that needs to be discussed. Finally, there's the geopolitical element. And obviously with shipping firms here, geopolitics is not really something that they looked at a lot in the past, but now it is more present than ever before. Go to the Caribbean. We've had another strike against a Venezuelan vessel by the United States. There are right now 2 B-52s orbiting just outside of Venezuela. If the Caribbean becomes a shooting gallery akin to the Red Sea, what does that mean? A lot of talk about the Red Sea and the Houthi. We have this peace agreement between Hamas and Israel over Gaza. Does that mean that the Red Sea is going to open back up? No shipping company is going to jump at that very quickly because of the fear that the Houthis will attack again, cause an escalation in insurance and a potential loss of vessels. So all of that is at play. And then, of course, you have the sanctioning and targeting against Russia that is still ratcheting up. We're seeing more ships hit that Arctic route, while at the same time, the number of vessels being individually sanctioned by countries like the UK are also on the rise. So these are topics we're talking about here at the Virginia Maritime Association, along with issues related directly to the flow of cargo. I'm getting ready to hop in on a session right now about the oceanic lifeline and the role it plays with regards to shipping. So I want to give a big shout out to the Virginia Maritime Association for the invite here to come and speak. It's been a great event. I'm looking forward to attending again next year. And I will keep you posted about the big hop coming this week from beautiful United States, North Carolina, heading over to New Zealand and Australia. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, hey, take a moment, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be alerted about new videos as they come out. Leave a comment, share it across social media, and if you can, support the page. How do you do that? You hit that super thanks button down below, or head on over to Patreon and become a monthly, yearly subscriber. Hey, go check out the Virginia Maritime Association page. I'll have it right here in the show notes for you. Until our next episode, this is Sal, signing off.